Welcome back to Fat Butcher Rips. I have picked up a couple of boxes of 100 packs of Tim Hortons. I am here in Georgia. They do not sell them. There's a Tim Hortons randomly that got put in less than a year ago, 5 minutes from my house, but they don't sell the cards. So I did pick up a couple of cases of 100 packs here. I'm gonna be ripping into them. We probably will break it up into a couple videos. We're probably gonna speed through the openings and just look at some of the cards. But we're gonna have a good time because these look like a fun product. So let's rip into it. All right, so we've got the first box that we're gonna get into. I'm gonna open up 5 packs here, just normally, check them out, check out the design, and then I'll do some speed ripping where you won't have to sit through me opening the packs. Otherwise, this video will take forever. So these are only available in Canada, and you get them when you buy coffee or whatever at a reduced price. I think it's $1.50 Canadian, then $2 if you just want the pack on its own. So it's 3 cards, base, and something inserty in the middle, or you could get some redemptions of sorts. So PWHL teams are in here as well. So Brian Jenner starts us off. Great looking card. Standard Tim Hortons backs. And we also then have one of the inserts, Celebrated Prodigies. This is going to be the canvas. Geno Malkin, good looking card. And then Austin Matthews, young and old, is kind of the format here. I actually really like the design, which is why I decided to kind of take a jump into opening a few of these here. I think it's a cool concept, and I think they've done a nice job with it. So we have got Braden Point and Frankie Vetrano, and an in the books of Timo Meier back with the Sharks. Good looking inserts. Like those in the books inserts. Here, we'll do a quick, you can see nothing too crazy on the back. So there are, obviously some big hits that are in here. That are going to be few and far between. And we got a Gretzky and Kucherov. That's a solid start. And an initial strides. I don't know if you can see the wording for initial there. It's a little tough on the foiling of Vasilevsky. Nice little insert. I think they have a 1 in 100, a 1 in 24, but then obviously there's some autos that are crazy rare here. Thompson and Couture, and another initial strides of Chris Kreider. All right, one more kind of standard opening up here before we jump in and hit kind of the turbo boosters for us. We got Eichel and Hasek, good looking base cards, and another strides of UC Saros. All right, so let's grab a handful of packs out of here and kick it into high gear. All right, we got a whole bunch to rip through. Looks like we're gonna get a redemption, likely something like a donut or a drink, but who knows, maybe something better. I don't know if my speed of the game, I think that's the 1 in 100 that'll be in here, but let's find out. And we'll kind of fly through the base a little bit. Ekblad is in the books. Got Kachuk and Cooley. Nice little Stamkos, Canvas, Celebrated Prodigies. Rowensky and Strome. Another Making Strides of Mikko Rantanen. Tavares and Alina Mueller. Nice. Take a Bow, William Nylander. That one's the one we haven't seen. The back standard. I really like the foil kind of finish on the front. Aaron Frankel and Corrine Schrader. And Connor Bedard. Initial strides, which is still where he's at in his career, because I think there's still a lot of untapped potential as that team progresses. So let's not give up on Connor just yet. Johnson and Marchand. Modano is in the books. Forsberg and Bork. Fiala is making strides. Crosby and Hughes, nice. And Pettersson, nice little canvas. And Nylander, Malkin, Kyle Connor is in the books. Sakic and Draisaitl. Luke Hughes is initial strides. Konechny, Grace Zumwinkle, great name. Nellie Spooner taking a bow, nice. McDavid and Eisman, there's a nice pair with Verhaeghe's initial strides. Clayton Keller, Marie-Philippe Poulin, nice. Sarah Nurse is in the books. I do like the PWHL that's been added. It's a nice little mix. I didn't get any of the PWHL from Upper Deck because that thing went nuclear after release. So Kadri and Miller. I like the Bedard. I think I've seen this one, like the skills photo that they use. Chuck and Ben with Sorokin strides. Multi, Kairu, Verhage, and if this is a, let's see, yep, free coffee or tea. So whoever wants to scan this and use it, knock yourselves out. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink tea. So that one's not for me, but nice. Emily Clark and Kendall Coyne Schofield. Okay. Brock Besser is in the books. Vince Dunn, Claude Giroux, Luke Shen, Prodigies. Nice looking cards. Thomas, Cole Caulfield. I do like these take-a-bows of Barkov here. Ovi, talk about I mean, we'll see Bedard in here at some point, and it'll look like it's a, it's a matched photo. This, you can tell there's a difference. Ovi's been around, so it's a really nice concept for guys like him. Sorokin strides, I've seen that a couple times already. Gensel and Barzal. Rupe Hintz is in the books, and Blair Turnbull is the last card of this bunch. So we still have some fun stuff to find, I think. So let's jump into another stack here and rip them. All right, another big stack is ripped. Got some more fun Tim Hortons to check out. And Zach Hyman, that's a new Strides. We haven't seen that guy. Larkin and Fleury. William Karlsson, initial Strides. Dougie Gilmore, like that one a lot. Patrick Waugh, another, I mean, just look at the difference in gear from beginning to end of that guy's career. Poulin on the canvas, like that quite a bit. Benvis and Marchessault. Nuge is in the books. Carpenter and Reinhardt with Pedersen Strides. Demko and Eklund, and taking a bow of Niedermeyer. That's cool. Kopitar and Scheifele and a Seth Jarvis. Initial Strides. Sarah Nurse, Tippett, Drake Batherson is in the books. Kaner. Definitely prefer that side of it. Kempe, and I like that Austin Matthews in the All-Star jersey. Very cool. Grant Fuhrer, again, the jersey dichotomy is pretty great there. Trocheck, DeBrincat Strides back with the Hawks. Connor Bedard looking fresh-faced in both pictures. Stamkos, and there it is. This is Anze Kopitar. Starting success. This is kind of like, I don't know, lenticular, kind of a 3D effect. These are the one in, I believe, 24 packs, so we should get about 4 of these in a box. Go ahead and put one of these in a sleeve. Why not? There it is. Good looking card. Really good looking card. We'll move some of these off to the side here and get our guy, Anze Kopitar, a little bit of shine. All right, here we go. Back into it. Kaprizov and Heiskanen with a Brian Jenner in the books. Very cool. Horvat, Jack Hughes, Troy Terry, initial Strides. Artemi Panarin, Boone Jenner. Patrick Kane taking a bow. Really like that card. Really like that card. Stone, Strome, Emily Clark Prodigies. Very nice. Tavares and Marchand. Natty Mac. For anyone who watched my SP game use, you'll see I've gotten some decent McKinnon luck here recently, so happy with that. Another of the DeBrincats. And Borg, Zegras in the books. Crosby, Quinn Hughes, Terry again. Nylander, Malkin, and Vasilevsky again. Sakic, Draisaitl, Yzerman. Love it with the old Campbell Conference. Love the throwback. Like that image they chose. Zumwinkle we have seen. Coleman in the books is new. McDavid and Yzerman with Chris Kreider. So we're definitely starting to see, we're starting to see a lot of guys we've seen. Don't think we've seen the Makar. But yeah, Drew Doughty, nice. Another one of the prodigies. So we're starting to double up, which is, what you would expect. I'll move a few of these kind of stacks over out of the way, and we will get into another nice chunky stack of packs. All right, another stack ready to be looked into. Now, we should have at least 2 or 3 more of those starting success plus a, I think it's speed of the game or whatever they're calling the 1 in 100. Kyle Connor, I forget because I'm getting old. All right, and we're starting to see quite a few duplicates, which, you know, par for the course. That's what's going to happen here. Jarvis we've seen, and Sarah Nurse, Frankel, Fleury, and Jenner, who we have all seen. Still like the Dougie Gilmore. Good looking card. Jarvis, I mean, we saw him literally a minute ago. Martin St. Louis, have not seen that one, and I like it quite a bit. And Brinkat, I think that's the 3rd time we've come across that. Brock Besser, Taylor Heisey, and Aaron Ambrose, I don't think we've seen them. Pedersen we have. Troy Terry we definitely have. McKinnon, and there we go. Got another of our kind of shorter, relatively shorter printed inserts here with Kirill Kaprizov. Boy, I hit a lot of Kaprizov stuff this year, which is fine. I mean, he's not really my guy by any stretch, but good player, and it's a really nice looking card. The color matching that they've done, really clean. Have not seen Lemieux, so very happy to get Mario. All right, and Barkov, Vasilevsky, Suzuki, and Tim Horton. There it is. The namesake is finally shown up. Suzuki on the take a bow is new. Desbian and Hyman, another of the Bedard, which I like. Brett Burns and Roman Yossi. Okay, so we're starting to see some of the base that we hadn't seen before, which is nice. And we're back. we're back with a whole bunch of folks we have seen, which is fine. Thomas and Caulfield, Batherson, Ovi again. No problem getting a second Ovi. Gensel, Barzal, take a bow of McDavid. That's nice. Obviously, he must have had a hat trick because someone probably threw that hat on the ice. So, and initial strides of Connor Bedard, good looking card, and Dylan Larkin, not my guy, not a Red Wings guy, but we'll take him nonetheless. So we've got one more stack to rip through. It should have 2 starting success and 1 speed of the game, like 1 in 100. So this should be a decent one. Let's get it. All right, we got a couple of things in here, hopefully, so let's dig into it. Another Gretzky, nice. Backstrom, I think that's the first time we've seen that Backstrom. And I like the Crosby take a bow. The take a bow is definitely of the standard inserts. I think my favorite, though I do like the Prodigy's kind of canvasy look. And we've got our next, ooh, this is a nice one. We've got our starting success of Ovi. About the best thing you could hit out of here, I would imagine, of this subset. Ovi is obviously the new goal scoring leader all time, and Caps are kicking off their playoff run, so nice timing on that Ovi, and it's a beautiful looking card. A young Alex Ovechkin in those old Caps jerseys. Gotta love it. All right, let's keep it going. Blake Wheeler, I think that's first time we've seen Wheeler, so that's nice. And as anyone who's maybe watched some of my videos knows, as we'll linger on our young friend Bedard here, I love building sets. So like these products are like catnip for me with the various insert sets and the base set to build. You know, most people would say I have to go through this. I get to go through this. I love going through these and making sets. Nice looking Timmy Stew. Kane, Scheifele, and Luke Hughes. We should still have one more of these success, but I don't know. Maybe we're gonna beat the odds in the wrong direction here. Timo Meier. There's Rick Nash. Nice vet. And there's dynamic debuts of Mario Lemieux. Great looking card. That's the 1 in 100 packs, and yeah, it's a beaut. Definitely like this one quite a bit. So, you know, there's a lot of digging through for some people on these. If you open 100 packs, you're really going to be kind of going through it for a while. But for me, loving the set building part, then the starting success in this dynamic debut make it a nice little kind of extra bonus fun as you're going through here to change up the vibe a little bit. So we'll keep on going. Your Slavkovsky, I think this is the first one of those we've seen. Jordan Stahl, nice. Suzuki, Marner, Ella Shelton take a bow with last year's PWHL. The second one of the Bedards of Initial Strides, and it looks like Alex Lafreniere, we might get shorted a starting success or not. No, they saved it for last. All right, well, they saved it for last, so I'm saving it for last. Here we go. Rantanen, I think that's a third of those. Heisey, Makar, Aaron Ambrose, and Shane Doan. Interesting. That kind of pops. I'm not going to lie. I've got a bit of a rainbow going here. So let's take a quick look. All right. We will move some of this stuff out of the way because I don't know that the base and the inserts are really what most people want to recap, even though I certainly am a big fan of all the inserts and our base, because I think all of it is pretty great looking this year. So this is kind of the big stuff here. We got the Mario Lemieux dynamic debuts, great looking. Love that Penguins jersey. Looks great on the card. For the starting success, and a bit of a rainbow of colors of red, blue, green, and purple, and a nice little mix of players. Obviously, the Ovi is a best case scenario between Ovi and Lemieux. Pretty good outcome. Ton of fun to open this. I've got another one of these that I'll probably do where I'll just pre-rip all 100 and we'll just sort through the 100 real quick, and it'll be somehow a short video while yet opening 100 Tim Horton packs. So thanks for checking this one out. Hope everyone is enjoying it. And yeah, if you get an opportunity, please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.